The best thing to do is to forget all previous ideas about what a kite can or can't do.
If you're in a fade position like this and you want to remove it, pull one line and the kite will rotate out and flip back into normal. If you want to flick flack out, let the line slack, the kite will rock backwards, then pull both lines and it will rotate all the way back to normal flying again. Honest.
This fade recovery went just a little too far the other way. Now it's on its back. Don't worry, the same recovery can be applied to this position. Just wait for it.
If you're in a fade and you want to do a three-dimensional move, make the kite fly towards you, just wait for it to be nice and stable and then pull sharply on both lines and the kite will take a movement forwards to you.
Just watch the glide path that this kite takes. You can tune the glide ratio with the nose billow and the tip tension. Try rotating the fade through 180 degrees by taking the pressure from one line to the other, then popping the 3D.
Do this quite high up the window as it has a tendency to do all sorts of weird things. When you do those weird things, you tune them by changing the nose billow. The depth of this nose should be 5 centimetres to start with, and you can vary it between that and 8 centimetres. You should measure this distance without the top spreader. 8 centimetre depth will mean that the kite will fly to the top of the window and tuck its nose under.
It also means that when you release the tension on the lines, the nose will come towards you. Here's a couple during dives.
To remove the kite from this when it's flying around and floating about in the middle of the window, pull sharp on one line, but gently. A slow progressive pull, getting faster as you finish it. That will cause the kite to rotate this way. When it gets to this position, pull both lines and the kite will flip back to forwards flying again.
But if you over-exaggerate this recovery, the kite will go to the fade position again. Here's a fade to backspin. To To do this, there's the same move as the recovery. Pull one line. The difference here is you give it loads of slack and try to pull the wing when it's flat. Here comes another one. You're trying to aim to hit the flat spot as the kite rotates. There. And again, too late on that one. And a little pull on the other line while it's spinning should stop it.
This line that's adjustable from the standoff to the bow line adjusts the amount of washing on the tips. If you look down the plane of this wing, being particularly flat, the tighter you take this line, the more that tip rotates into a different plane. So if we tighten this up, you should see now that that panel has an arch to it. The tip's actually moving downwards. That adjusts the glide ratio when it's in a fade and coming towards you. The longer this line, the more standard the characteristic.
If your kite does this, flatten the nose and lengthen the standoff lines.